Welcome back to the Slightly Out Topic podcast. Like always, it is I, Demonic, with the homie Mario.
That's me.
That's him. How are you today, Mario?
I'm doing good, man. It's an exciting day.
Is it? Ask me how I'm doing.
How are you doing?
I am extremely sad.
Tell me why.
It is a dark day in democracy. It is the 3Ds. Usually a double D is good, but sometimes 3Ds are good, but it just depends, because sometimes they're heavy. It just depends, right? Like they could be good, right? But in this case, the 3Ds, the triple Ds, it's a bad day.
It's not the business.
It's not the bee's knees today for me. All right.
Oh yeah. Tell us why you're sad.
But
what is it?
It's also could be a really good day for other people. It
literally
depends.
It's an okay day.
It's an okay day for you. For me, it's a dark day. I'm obviously over exaggerating because I really don't care. But we're gonna play devil's advocate today. For those of you guys that are in the know, and maybe you already know, it's literally been everywhere. Mr. Trump, aka Daddy Trump, aka Big D, was indicted, arrested, and is being criminally prosecuted. Is it because of Stormy Daniels, or is it because of the fraud that he did in his business dealings?
So my understanding,
because I've heard them both. Yeah,
my understanding is that it's not the payment itself; it's the fact that he reported it incorrectly. He reported it as a election expense or something like that. Okay, because I see also that they are charging him with, what was it? Last thing I saw was 32 felonies or something like that. Yeah, it's just they are basically saying the same thing. It just they're hoping one sticks is my understanding. That's literally why they threw the book at him, because they're like, we just need one. Yeah, one of those. They just want one to actually hit him. And the fact that they decided to use the whole Stormy Daniel thing in order to get him to, in order to get all these charges against him. It's basically started off with Stormy Daniels, and they tacked on all these other ones to the whole Stormy Daniel case. Because, let's be honest, the whole Stormy Daniel case was dismissed. All right. At the end of the day, when that whole trial went on for the whole NDA and all that, Stormy Daniels ended up owing Trump $350,000, somewhere around there. Right. So it's a done thing. It's a done thing. But now they decided, hey, we're going to do it again. Why? Because right now they see him. Well, obviously he was the first front runner for the Republican Party, but now I think there's 3-4 other people in. Right, but he's still the front runner. Yeah, and the Democrats are the ones that they fear him the most than the other Republicans that are running right now. Right, but they had a strategy in this last election that paid off. It was super risky, but it worked. It was, let's support all these, Trumpsters, people trying to get into office. Let's support them, these election deniers, and let's help raise their awareness and make them the people that are going to go up against the Democrats or the incumbents. And people were put off by those people. All right. Guys, we're not a political podcast on this podcast right here. We try not to talk about politics because it is very decisive. Either you're with me or you're against me, or you believe in this or you believe in that. So we really don't try to talk that much about politics, but this is big news. Yeah, it is crazy. When is the last time you ever heard about a president and or presidential runner? Literally never. Yeah, it hasn't happened. Nope. Right. But now that the way how I see it is, it's just, bro, they to me, they're giving Donald Trump the win. No, I would disagree with you, because they used this strategy during the midterm elections, and it worked out well for them. But the thing about it, though, is that nobody really cares for midterms than the presidency. Okay, but if you look at the number of voters that voted in the midterm versus a presidency, the numbers are dramatically different. All right, but who's getting fired up with this whole Trump indictment thing? Which voters? Republicans. Well, right. But you don't win with just Republicans. You have to get some people who are on the fence. Now, if this can convince enough people who are on the fence about getting Trump in office not to vote for him, that's their goal. Bro, there is big-time Democrats
that are even saying this is a bad thing, that this case has no standing.
No, I agree. The case doesn't have any standing, but the whole idea is to paint him in a bad light.
Right, exactly. And
they're hoping that fires up the Republicans enough to put him up for the nomination, right?
If DeSantis doesn't run, Trump's going to get it.
Right. At this point, I would think, even with DeSantis running, I think he gets it.
So
because
this
is going to fire them up really
to me,
hard.
on this whole Trump versus DeSantis thing, it's very, it's like 50-50, right? Like the GOP in general, the Republicans, they love Trump, but they also like DeSantis because of what DeSantis has been doing in Florida.
See, a month ago, I would have agreed with you. But now with this indictment, you're going to have full force, full support for Donald Trump. And I think that's probably the Democrats' plan, because they're hoping that what worked in the midterms will work again here. And they might be correct, because here's the thing. DeSantis, he's going to have the support of moderates. Donald Trump will not have the support of moderates.
No, on Donald Trump, you basically have the far right wingers, and you have those very I wouldn't say necessarily. I wouldn't say necessarily like the support of the conservatives, because if you were to get conservatives to, depending on Trump or DeSantis, if you're going to get the conservatives to vote, the conservatives are going to vote for DeSantis.
Right.
DeSantis is more conservative than Trump. Trump was never a Republican. Trump was always a lifelong Democrat. But he
2012.
Literally, right? As soon as he decided to run, he ran as a Republican.
Right.
So he's never been a full-fledged Republican. He's always had maybe to me, the way how I see it, he's a basic American. Right, you have liberal views, but yet when it comes to family and stuff, you're conservative.
And most people are, yeah.
And that's how 90% of the actual United States is. It's a mixture of liberals and Republicans mixed together. Because
and that's what I'm saying, is that those are usually called moderates.
Right, exactly.
And those are the people who are gonna look at this thing and look what's going on with Donald Trump and say, you know what?
But not when it comes to voting. I get the moderates, but not when it comes to voting. The way how I see it is, when it comes down to moderates like that, the moderates are more, you know what?
Because the moderates would for sure vote for Ron DeSantis.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely take it back, because the way how they see DeSantis, he's more cleaned up than Trump is.
Yeah, because you're going to have Democrats and liberals who in no way, shape, or form would ever vote for any Republican. And the same is true for the other side. It's the moderates is where they're trying to grab.
Right. And with this whole thing going on... But okay, that was good right there. Oh man! So with this whole indictment going on, and you have Democrats also against this, what are you doing? You're starting to get the people that are moderates and that are left leaning, but not sure who they're gonna vote for. Seeing that, okay, if these people don't think it's a good idea, maybe I might vote for Trump. So it's like a double-edged sword that they're doing here.
It's high risk, high reward is what they're doing right now. And there's a lot of Democrats who are like, maybe it's not worth it.
Because who they have running? They're basically the only person.
They have nobody on the bench.
It's just Joe Biden. No, you know what? Not even that. I don't know how true this is right now, but I believe that JFK Jr. is...
JFK Jr. died.
The third one. Whichever one.
JFK the third? There's a third?
I don't know. Maybe. Hold on. No, I take it back. So it's not only Joe Biden that is running as a Democrat now, or on the Democrat side. Mr. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. files paperwork to run for the president as a Democrat. So we got JFKJ. No, never mind. This isn't JFKJ. This is RFK. Dang it! It would have been cool if it was JFK. Yeah. So he's running for presidency. Which is pretty cool, because he was kind of anti-vax, so give credit to where credit is due. I'm not a big vaccination person. Sorry. I'm not a big, I'm going to force you to get vaccinated. If not, your whole life gets ruined. But yeah, so I want to keep on calling him JFK. So RFKJ, bro, that is, dude, I think I would just vote for him just for the name.
Just call him Bobby K.
RFKJ. RFKJ. Imagine that. So RFKJ is now going to run for the Democrat side, which, let's be honest, Him against Biden, he's winning. But then again, that also depends on who the establishment is going for too.
Well,
Because look at how dirty they did Bernie Sanders. If it was, like I tell everybody, if it was Bernie Sanders versus Trump in the first round, Bernie Sanders would have won.
Yeah.
Hands down, Bernie Sanders would have won. But what did they do? They decided to put Clinton. They're like, nah, screw you. You're not going to get it. Even though you got all the votes, we're giving it to Clinton. And so Clinton got it. How did I forget? What does Bernie do? He sells out and he gives it to Clinton.
Big mistake.
Yeah, so this dude versus Biden, this dude wins for sure because look at how wonderful.
Just so unpopular.
Look at how wonderful our economy is. The foreign
his popularity is so freaking low.
I think it's gotten at some points it's gotten worse than Trump's.
Yeah, he had lower points.
I think Trump was soaring around the 35 to 38 on his lowest.
Yeah, I think I believe Biden hit 33 at one point.
Around there, and that's
not good.
No, it's really not. Like, and it's sad though because you're playing politics with everybody's lives, you know, and you're indicting a former / potential presidential candidate for what? Literally just because you want to. This dude, what's his name? Bragg. Who's the attorney general? That's
right.
I think his name is Bragg. Hold on. The way how I see it, that the attorney general Bragg, he's basically, it's more of a campaign kind of thing for him. He's like, hey, I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that actually went after Trump. Because if you look at, I don't know if you know, but when he ran, right, to get elected, he basically ran on, I'm going to get Trump.
Yeah.
There was no.
For me, it's a vote for Trump's indictment.
There was no crime yet. He was like, I'm going to find a crime. I'm going to find something.
Well, the crime had already been committed.
Right, but but nobody knew about it. Okay, it's a crime because it's not really a crime. Like, there's no leg to stand on it. If there's a freaking mosquito somewhere around here or little gnats that I'm gonna murder. Oh, I just said that on video. I love all life, all forms of life. But not on the next story. But anyways, so like it's a crime, but not a crime. There was no crime committed because the crime would have been misused campaign funds. But then again, everybody has misused campaign funds. Look at Bill Clinton. Right. How much did he pay off that lady?
Of course.
And like, how come he's not in jail?
Right.
There's a whole
because nobody was willing to go after him.
There's a whole Epstein's list that they will not release.
Yep.
Right? And we want it to be released before we Epstein ourselves. All right? I want to know. I want to believe. The whole X-Files theme song plays right now.
So just so we're clear, a crime has been committed.
But what crime?
It was the falsifying business records. That's a misdemeanor. It's a crime. It's a misdemeanor, but it's still a crime.
I mean...
And you're right. Other people have done it. And this is a witch hunt. And this is unjust. Only because other people do it and nobody goes after
I
them.
agree. I will agree with you. It is a crime. But the severity of crime to go after a former / running for presidential
At this
candidate.
Point, you're just biting at his ankles.
Right.
It's really not going to do anything.
You're giving him power. You're giving the Republicans a reason to go out and vote. No.
Right.
Right. You're giving moderates a reason to be like, I got it. Maybe. I don't know. It's probably still gonna be flying around here somewhere. It's giving moderates reasons to, like, okay, if they're willing to go after him for nothing, are they really in my best interest, or are they just trying to win?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's the gamble they're taking right now. Right. What are the moderates going to say about this?
It could pay off.
Yeah.
It could pay off. Who knows? Like you said, that the Democrats did fund on the midterms. They helped fund Republican nominees for the midterms. Yeah. They did help them.
Election denying Republicans.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, and it paid off well.
It worked.
In the defense of Republicans, though, they put out very shitty candidates. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and say it because I follow the elections carefully.
They were shitty, but they were popular.
shitty popular, but at the same time they were not
popular enough.
Not popular enough because, like, I mean, you have Dr. Oz running for, I believe it was Tennessee.
It was Pennsylvania.
So you had Dr. Oz running for Pennsylvania when he's not even from there.
Yeah.
Bro, like, come on.
They were just hoping, hey, another celebrity.
And then what does Trump do? He's like, hey, that's my guy right there.
Yeah, gives him an endorsement.
Bro, like,
fucking tanks the election.
All of the people that Trump endorsed, basically all of them lost.
Yeah.
All of them lost. What does DeSantis do? DeSantis, all the ones that he backed up in the midterms for Florida, they basically turned Florida from purple to
red. That's a red state.
Yeah, It's a red state now. It's not no more swing state. No, It's a red state now.
Right.
You know, so who has the power? You know,
and that's the thing. That's what
it's right there. Sorry, you want?
That's what I'm saying. That's what Democrats have seen. They don't want DeSantis as the nominee. They want the voters to turn out for Trump, just like they turned out for Trump's.
But look what happened last. Look what happened last time. Do they really want them to turn out? Because the swing states, you don't need to win California. You don't need to win. You know, all these blue states.
You need to win the Rust Belt, a place that you completely abandoned.
You need to win.
You've denied them jobs.
Yeah, exactly. The quote unquote
crash their economy.
The flyover states. Those are the ones you need to win, right? And those right there are very close calls between Democrat and Republican. And honestly, I want to say it, but I don't want to say it. But I think they're going to go for Trump. Like, look at everything that's been going on under Biden, right? A really bad economy, right? The dollar has fallen. Right now, China, Russia, India, it's literally right there. Oh, I got it.
Nice.
No, I flew away.
Oh.
Asshole. So Russia, China, India, Venezuela, I believe it's Venezuela. They are now going to not use the US dollar to do trade anymore.
Right.
What's that going to do? It's going to plummet our dollar.
Of course.
The national trading currency, the national fiat is the dollar. That's the only thing that gives our money, you know, any value.
Right.
You know, so what are they doing? They're gonna plummet it. We have a war going on. I'm gonna say it. Biden caused the war. Why? Because when Russia was pushing on Ukraine, they were taunting Ukraine. What does Biden say on national TV? Oh, if Russia were to attack Ukraine on this side, the UN really isn't going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
That you basically
it was his weak stance.
Bro, you literally told Russia, like, go for it. All right? I'm not going to say it was completely Joe Biden's fault, but you basically showed your hand that if Russia did something, you weren't going to do anything about it.
Right.
Right. At least Obama had his red line. Right. Here's the red line. You're not going to cross it. What does Russia do? They still cross it. Yep. Right. You know, at least you had Obama kind of pushing back towards it, but Obama didn't show his hand.
Right.
You know, so look at the price of eggs, man. Like the whole, like, what was it? Like barely. What was it? February, the whole emergency Rona thing was barely, like, the whole Rona is not a crisis anymore, and it only took up until like February or March, like barely, where they said it's no longer going to be a thing anymore. Yeah, you know, like I don't know, but at the same time, you know, people are so set on their beliefs that if they're lifelong Democrats or lifelong Republicans, they're going to vote that way or another. You know, so
right. So so. Everything you're saying is true, right? Mm-hmm. How the state of the country is the state of the union, how things are going. But I think they're hedging all their bets. You know, they're gonna say, hey, this is the guy. You could either have, you know, criminal Trump, or you can have Sleepy Joe is what they call him.
Sleepy Joe.
You know, and I think ultimately moderates will probably still stick with Joe Biden. But
did you see that video of the Secret Service guy literally telling Joe Biden how to walk?
No.
I'm not going to try to find it right now because it's going to take forever to try to find the video. Yeah. But there's a video out there where the Secret Service he's like, okay, and you're going to walk this way. And to your left of you, you have these people and this and that and that. And like, he's literally telling them like, oh, you're going to go over here to the blue tape. The blue tape is your tape. And it's all caught on a hot mic.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Joe Biden. Like, he should be retired. He should be hanging out at home. Somebody should be taking care of this guy.
He should have been, but The Democrats put him out there. The Democrats.
You know why? Because my girl Tulsi Gabbard is anti-establishment, and that's why they didn't want her, because she was too dang popular, and they were like, let's freaking throw her under the bus.
The only reason. So I love Tulsi, right? She on the fact that she's very open about her stance on like anti-establishment politicians also, right? The fact
she was
that
very unpopular,
very
with her colleagues.
The attack she did to Kamala.
She was unpopular with her colleagues because she was willing to work with them. She was, like, hey, you guys need a Democrat with your coalition, I'll work with you guys.
She works with Democrats and Republicans.
Right.
What?
And everyone was like, you can't do that. You can't cross the aisle. You can't help them. And it's like, really? Because now we're stuck.
The only one thing I was kind of iffy on her, and still am, is she is, I don't know if she's changed her mind. Oh, look at that.
That's perfect.
I don't know if she's changed her mind on yet or not, but she's kind of for quote unquote gun control. So me, you know me, I'm a very, very, very two-way kind of person, so to me, the libertarian side of me is all gun laws are infringement. They're all bad, all of them, right? Like, but the natural, like human being kind of person I am also. I'm like, I don't want criminals to have them.
Maybe criminals and crazy people.
Maybe criminals and crazy people,
Just two people shouldn't have them.
But who should have? Well, you know what? I was going to segue into it because it's perfect. But yes, Tulsi Gabbard, like, bro, she would have been perfect. Yeah. And the fact that they put her in the beginning, they put her in the kids' table.
She would have been a 2-term president easy.
Bro, yes. Her against Trump.
She would have been the first female president.
Literally.
The first, yeah.
But
they did her dirty.
Right. But
anyways, the indictment. Here's why I think it's a good thing. Okay?
Go. And I'll tell you why it's also a good thing.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Plot twist? Go for it.
Plot twist. Why I think it's a good thing that they're indicting Trump. Not because I have anything against Donald Trump. It's
because you're a libtard. That's why.
I'm definitely not a libtard. But no, it's because now that Democrats have done this, they've just opened up a new avenue for Republicans to do this as well. Now they're going to start holding each other accountable using the law, which they should have done from the first place.
Right.
It's like, stop letting criminals run for president.
Have you noticed? Damn, this is getting really political and I hate this, but have you noticed that is completely true? That when the Democrats decide that, like, we are going to do this to you guys now, and then the Republicans are like, okay, we're going to do it to you now.
Yeah.
Because look at what the Democrats did, right? They had no authority to do this. Well, okay, it's unwritten law, but what did they do when the Republicans had Marjorie Taylor Greene and, like, these other people on their committees, right? What did the Democrats do? They stripped them from their committees, right? Never been done before.
Of course. And now?
But they did it. Next thing you know, the Republicans got power, and what did they do? They did the same thing.
Yeah,
they did. What's homeboy that freaking that humped that Chinese spy, know, and he was on the Foreign Affairs Committee, right? Yeah. They stripped him out of his power, right? Ilhan Omar, believe whatever you guys want to believe, but she's openly said anti-Semitic things, right? But she was in the Foreign Relationships Committee,
Yeah.
Like, they stripped them out of their power. And what do the Democrats do? They start crying, oh, this is un-American.
And that's exactly why I think it's a great thing, because it's like, at some point, you should start holding each other accountable using the system of checks and balances that are in place to make sure that we stop putting criminals up for office, any office.
Mario decided to get us the good Coca-Colas today. From Mexico. So there is
real sugar.
5%. Okay, so it's real sugar and 5% fentanyl.
Well, and to your point, yeah, when Obama started using executive action, not that he's the first president to use executive actions,
right,
executive orders, but to that extent had never been used before. I mean, Bush had a few just to push some things through as an emergency. But what did Trump do immediately after, once he got into office?
He pushed a shit ton of them.
A shit ton, just executive order after executive order.
Right.
And they've been doing that ever since. Gerrymandering. When one side started gerrymandering to rig elections, the other side started doing it when they got in power.
Exactly.
Now I'm hoping is that this is going to happen where Democrats will start holding Republicans responsible and Republicans,
vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. Like, to the point of law. And vice versa, where Republicans will now start holding Democrats to the point of law as well. It's like, stop letting criminals run for office.
Right.
Maybe we'll have some honest people run for the first fucking time ever.
This is why I too am for this.
And that's what I think.
Boom. Mario's TED Talk. This is why I agree with you, right? Because if you do the dirty, you're gonna get, done dirty also.
Yeah.
Hold our politicians are not above law.
Right.
Right. Whatever they do, it could be election interfering. It could be the whole stock market bullshit, because how is it that on $100,000, right, a year, you're worth billions of dollars? I'm not gonna say it, Nancy Pelosi.
I'll say yeah, because that's insider trading. They're straight up insider
which
trading.
Is illegal.
They're making laws that will affect the outcome of their portfolio.
Right.
How does it that every single person who is in office somehow has
can you guys see it? Look, it's right there. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
They somehow beat the stock market.
I'm gonna figure out a way how to zoom into this thing, and it's gonna be flying around the whole camera. Anyways, yeah, so.
But yeah, they beat the stock market average. They have way better numbers than the normal average American. Not a coincidence.
Nancy Pelosi is a better stock trader than Warren Buffett.
Yeah. And Dan Crenshaw. I'm not going to.
And Dan Crenshaw. Well, you know what? Yes, because both sides have done it, right? When the Rona hit, my Lord and Savior Rand Paul, they too somehow sold, stocks and all that. I kind of get it. If
before it goes into law, somehow they sold all their hotel stocks.
If one side can do it, you can do it. But if I can't do it, you can't do it.
Yeah, it's just fair.
I'm fine. If your side's gonna do it, let my side do it. Not saying that you're, anything like that. But if your side's gonna do it, let my side do it. Right. But if I can't do it, you guys can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm hoping that the people I'm hoping this escalates to the point where everyone's holding everyone accountable. And no one's gonna let anybody get away with
bullshit
anything.
stuff though, because a lot of it is bullshit.
And this is what I like though, is that we're coming after the big dog.
Look at the president. Look at the Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton campaign literally paid for the Steele dossier, right? The whole thing about Russia and the whole like P-gate and all that shit right there. They were found to have done that. Why is it that the former Secretary of State, right, had servers that were not secure, right? And then she wiped them when they told her to hand everything over. Their cell phones were literally smashed with hammers,
right? Like Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady, bro, when they were doing that whole thing, they literally said that she was negligent, that all this was true, but then they said, but we're not gonna push further.
Right?
They literally stated the case for why she needs to be in jail, but then they're like, but she's not gonna be in jail.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. What's a bigger crime, right? The whole email gate and all that from Clinton, or Trump humped a porn star and then used money to hush her up?
If you're asking which crime is worse,
I
would probably say the emails.
Right. And not because we're picking sides or anything, that it's just like look at the differences.
Right. Because not all crimes are the same. Neither one is murder, and I would say murder is worse.
Not all of them is being attacked in Benghazi and then waiting till till 8:00 in the morning to finally respond when some people died. I don't know who it was. I'm saying some people, not as disrespect, but I don't remember off the top of my head if it was Americans or if it was the helpers from America. Some people did die. It wasn't because of, I know it was because of smoke inhalation, so if they were there a bit more faster, they would have been able to save them. But look at how on the emails, the leaked emails that they were able to recover, right? The Clintons were telling the American people that it was not a big thing. It was because of the Quran that it was they literally said it was because of a YouTube video that caused this. While she is emailing the king of whatever place, the prince, whatever, I keep on forgetting who she emailed, saying that, oh shit, this is actually a big thing.
Right.
Telling the people she's supposed to be, for one thing and telling them another story.
Yeah.
Yet she's not
But that's politics, baby.
That's politics. I mean, you can have your son, like snorting cocaine off of hookers' asses, and like leaving your laptop right there with all the evidence, but there's no evidence there, and 10% to the big dog. But that's politics, like you said.
That's how it goes. And this is why I hope he gets indicted, he gets charged. He probably won't do jail time, most likely.
I don't even think he's gonna get charged. It's so weak evidence to charge him. Like we were discussing earlier, maybe on podcast, maybe not. I don't know, but I don't remember. But the charges are federal felonies.
Well,
they're not. They have no authority over a state felony. They're literally trying to do all these federal crimes against him when they're not even federal. Like they're not a federal jurisdiction. They're trying to do this statewide, locally through the state.
Right. So. See, that's the part I don't understand because I thought this crime was committed in New York.
The Stormy Daniels thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But the other charges they're adding on top of him are for the election. Therefore, the misuse of campaign finances.
Right, but those
which
can be
is federal.
raised. Those can be raised to the federal level.
No, but they're charging them federally for that. Like
they're not federal charges yet. That's why you had to go to New York.
Once again, like you guys can fact check me. I'm only going off from what I've heard, and this is what I've heard. You may be right. I may be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong.
Right. Because this is just, again, that's true. We're not experts. We're just two drunk guys.
We're just two drunk guys that, decided to make a podcast, and you guys are listening to us now.
For some reason, we want to talk about politics today, only because this crazy stuff's happening.
So you guys are suckers for that. And now, kind of transition to the last topic, because I really want to talk about this. So, are you annoyed of all these prankster YouTubers?
Yes, 100%.
They are very annoying. The fact, bro, I've been saying this for the longest time. Those people that go up to like the hood videos, like I did this in the hood, or like, you want some beef or this or that, and they go up to gangsters, and I don't know if they went up to them beforehand and be like, hey, it could have been staged.
A lot of times they're staged, but there's sometimes where I'm like, hey, if that's not staged, that's a huge mistake.
Especially if you try to pull a prank like this to me while I'm with my family, you're literally going to meet the same fate as this kid right here.
Tell us about it.
NBC News reports Virginia YouTuber shot during prank video.
Good.
Literally. Thank you. Tanner Cook, who records pranks for his YouTube channel Classified Goons, was hospitalized. Tanner Cook, a YouTuber who uploads videos for his channel Classified Goons, who was shot Sunday while filming a prank video. The incident occurred at a Duels Town Center mall in Sterling, Virginia. Cook, 21, frequently posts content on which he and his friends play pranks on people. He tried pulling one on Alan W. Colley, 31, but was met with gunfire. The Loudoun County Sheriff Department said in a press release that Cook, who was shot in the abdomen, was transported to a local hospital. The agency declined to provide additional information about the incident, citing an active investigation. Colley was charged with aggravated malicious wounding, use of firearm to commit a felony, and discharging a firearm in a building. Videos of his arrest circulate on social media following the incident. Quote, I was playing a prank and a simple practical joke, and this guy didn't take it very well, unquote. Cook said to local ABC affiliate WUSA after undergoing surgery. He did not immediately respond to a response for comment. Colley's bond hearing was scheduled for Wednesday morning. Cook told the affiliate that his experience would not have prevented him from making more prank videos in the future.
Jesus, he didn't learn his lesson.
He didn't learn his lesson. Dude, it's
because he survived. That's what happens.
Right? Because it's kind of hard to make videos when you're dead.
Well, I'm just saying, it's because he survived. Now he thinks he's invincible.
Literally, dude. So it's right here. On his channel, he has played practical jokes on Target store workers, Uber drivers, mattress store employees, and others. This is not the first time a prank video has resulted in violence. In 2021, NBC News reported that Timothy Wilkes was shot and killed after playing a prank on a group of people by approaching them with butcher knives.
That's not a prank. That's not how pranks work.
David Starnes Jr., who shot Wilkes, said that he was unaware his group was being pranked and that he opened fire in self-defense. Stearns was not charged. All right.
Perfect.
So, apparently, the dude that did the shooting is being charged with aggravated malicious wounding and the use of a firearm.
Right.
Right? But it doesn't show it here, and I haven't seen it. But I want to know what kind of prank this was.
Yeah, what was the prank that would make this guy want to shoot him?
Because if you're trying to prank me and you walk up to me with your hand like this in your shirt,
You're getting shot.
right? Telling me like, "Oh, give me this, give me that." No. You know already. You're going to get shot. Like
sure.
you're not playing, especially if I have my young kids around with me and or my wife. Like it doesn't matter. And it literally doesn't matter. It could be even with my friends. It could be with you or whatever. Like somebody comes up to me in a threatening manner, I'm not going to assume it's a prank.
You're
Right?
gonna shoot me.
You're going to get lead on you.
Yep.
In you, around you, not around you, in you, but it's, they're taking it too far because you're chasing clout, you're chasing views, you're chasing likes, but you're doing it in a way that is putting your life in jeopardy. Stage it. I don't care. Stage it. Like these whole like
that are staged.
these whole gold digger pranks, right?
Yeah.
Those are definitely staged, because like you're right there in a Lamborghini, and out of nowhere, this girl with the tiniest booty shorts and basically a bra walks past you.
Yeah.
That shit's staged.
Obviously, it's like, yeah. But you know what I like is I see these pranks sometimes that are I hope they're real because they're pretty funny. It's like the ones where like the people are crossing on an escalator, and like they touch the girl touches the guy's hands.
I've seen a few of those, yeah.
Or the guy touches the girl's hands in front of the guy, like they get all mad, like this shit's crazy. But see that again though, that might get you shot.
Okay. Out of the 5 times that happens, I can guarantee you they probably staged one.
At least
1 out of the 5. Maybe the ones that jump over the escalator, to like run after the girl or whatever.
To get the good reaction.
Yes, those right there, those are the funny ones. Those are probably staged. But the ones just actually get like, you can tell when they're not staged, when like what the hell? Like, like what? Like those, you can tell they're not staged. But like, the ones that jump over to try to go get the girl, those I'm like, those are
That's
iffy.
pretty extreme.
Those are iffy.
Have you ever seen
but those are
Japanese pranks?
Those are more harmless.
Yeah.
Than walking up to somebody and be like, "You want some beef?" Or
do you remember that guy who was like, "I'm Tyrone. I'm here to fuck somebody's wife." You remember that guy?
Yes. Holy shit! What happened to Tyrone?
Did he get shot too? Because
I don't know. Let me look him up.
That's the kind of action you take to get shot.
So the reports of Tyrone being shot are false and part of an arranged hoax. So apparently he was there was hoax so he can maybe get more famous.
Oh, I see. Or maybe to finally put his
his videos were funny. Okay, his videos were fun, dude. Like this dude's videos were funny. I might insert one here. Probably not. I'm probably gonna cut that out right there. But no, his videos were good. Same thing though. Like there's some people that can do it well, and there's other people that just,
Well, because that was one of those funny things. Because you get those, back in the old internet days, there used to be like memes and stuff.
The old interwebs.
They'll be like, this guy, huge muscly guy, goes up and slaps your girl's ass. It's like, what are you gonna do?
And then the music, like when they go after the music, like it's just, those are good right there. But
and so this guy just turned that meme into real life. Big old muscly guy going up to you and your girl and be like, "I'm Tyrone. I'm here to fuck your wife." And it's like, what are you gonna do?
Right, literally. And then and it's funny too because sometimes he even goes for like bigger dudes.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy was gold. Like
that was gold. Yeah, that was gold when he would go up to bigger dudes. Because smaller dudes, sometimes I would feel bad. I was like, oh man, because hey, you better do something, man. You're about to get your ass kicked, but you can't do nothing.
Right, exactly, guys. Without getting too political, what do you guys think about the whole Trump indictment? Are you guys for or against it? Let us know down in the comments below. Please.
Is he here to fuck somebody's wife?
Are you here to grab them by the pussy? Let us know down below. What if somebody comes up to you in an aggressive manner to try to do a prank and they try to prank you? What would you do in that situation? Like, would you be cool with it? Like,
maybe this indictment's a prank. It's like Ashton Kutcher's about to jump out as the judge and read it to him.
Guys, thank you for watching this episode of the Slightly Out Topic podcast. Once again, it is I, Demonic, signing out. Peace. Skibberoo pop pop.
Skibberoo pop pop.
Everything goes through.